Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Guys, before I get going, if you haven't had a chance to, hit that subscribe button. I always keep forgetting to bring that up, so this way you guys get notifications and you guys get to see what we post on the channel. So this is a Yamaha Gemini sst80 80 cc's. This came from Albuquerque, New Mexico, from Carl and Teresa down there at what do you call it there, at a salvage yard down there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. In my next video, I'm going to actually get the information about them for you guys. So I'm just tooling around. I got the cylinder off. The engine was seized, so I had to use the hammer and tap it down. Here's what the piston looks like, and you can see this is the intake side. You can see all the scratching, and it's actually it's loose as goose. So the crank part of it is not seized. However, there's a lot of seizure inside. I still can't turn the Kickstarter, and you can see how it's all sun-baked here. This is the little rubber grommet that goes into the air filter. And guys, this is what I want. I love it when I get a problem child like this to show you guys, because a lot of you guys don't realize the damage that can be done. Rotary valve engine has a carburetor right here, and if you don't have this cover on and this air filter on there, this will happen to you. This is a type of seizure, and this is dirt ingestion. So dirt goes through here from your the missing air filter, or the missing cover goes directly into your carburetor, and in your airstream, this is the dirt right here, and it gets all over the piston and scratches it. So you need to run your side covers, I can't stress it enough, and your air filters. It's very, very important. Now, playing around with the engine, I took just some motor oil and I gave it a quick hone, and you can see that the cylinder is actually in nice shape. There's yeah, you can see it. The little scratches in there right now actually can be wiped out with my rag. I think there's like one or two little tiny little ones, but nothing dramatic. So the cylinder actually looks out pretty nice. I'm going to hit it one more time with the hone later on, and that'll clean that up. But the purpose of this video today is I want to see if I can get this part of the case off. It's just been, I was able to get all the screws but one. One screw is stripped out, and I love it when that happens, because I get to show you guys what I do to extract a stubborn, stripped out screw. Alright, so I hope everybody can see. I hope everybody can see the screw that's up in here. It is pretty stripped out, and I was able to break all the other ones free. I didn't have any issues getting them out or breaking them loose. However, this inner one right here is just stripped right out. I mean, it's rounded right off. So what I do is I take a hammer. I take my good old hammer and a P3 right here, which is just a what do you call it? The Craftsman Phillips screwdriver. I got a short extension. Let me just shrink you guys down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I got my where are you? There we are. P3 Phillips on a short extension. I got an adapter, and this is an old extension that I cut down, and I cut these down, and I'll show you why I cut this down. This used to be an old 1/4" extension. I've got a couple of them. I got a 1/2" one, I got a 3/8 one, but anyway, I'll show you what I do with this. So I take an adapter and I stick it in here so I don't ruin my extensions. I don't want to ruin them. So what I do is I hit this, and it saves from banging this up. So I set it in there to where the cross would be properly. Take my hammer, give it a couple of good sharp whacks down, and then I'll pull it out. Just need a couple of little good whacks. Then I'll use my trusty Milwaukee M12. You can use an impact driver if you'd like. Still not coming out. So We'll do it again, this time a little harder. And out she comes. Just like that. So moving on to the rest of it. Alright, so here's the Kickstarter, which is in good shape. I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver, stick it right in between, take the bolt out, put this right here right in between there, give it a couple of taps down. Vibrate it loose if you can. I'm moving the Kickstarter up and down over on this end, and it's actually bringing it up. You want to tap on it again. Okay, now I'm going to stop for a quick second and answer a very common question. This common question comes all the time to me. I get it through text messages, through the channel, and everything else. How do I know what size Kickstarter to buy for my motor? This is missing. The Kickstarter stripped out. I can't find one online. How do I know which one to buy? Real simple. When you see this trick, you're gonna be like, really? It's that simple? So what size is this? Here's what I do. I take a bunch of wrenches. I put a wrench on there. Wrong size. One is too small. This one fits just right. This shaft is a 14 millimeter. Just like that. That's how you can tell what size you have. It's a real easy trick to find out which size Kickstarter you need for your bike. Alright, so now that we get that part done, I don't know about you guys, but I do not know what size screw goes in where. And I didn't have any pizza, so I got no pizza box. However, I do have some very good, scrumptious Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, look at that. Got a nice blank sheet of cardboard. So, my artistic drawing, we're going to put the Kickstarter here. Okay? So put the Kickstarter here, and I'll put KS, Kickstarter. And then I will kind of draw out the shape of this thing. Like that. Intake for I. And then we'll do the clutch lever here. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll mark it. We'll move the Kickstarter over here, make the whole thing. Kickstarter. Get rid of that one. And then we'll do the whole shebang. Okay. So now after your drawing is all done, simply take your screws out one by one and poke them through. Alright, so after you get all your screws out, you got them set into your cardboard, either your pizza box or your cereal box. Now you know. I'm going to tell you guys a couple of tricks, okay? A pen, a paper, a cereal box, a pizza box, your cell phone, a measuring tape, or anything that you can use to reference things where they go is going to help you. And I strongly suggest whenever you're doing a project like this one here, I have never been inside of one of these things before, this particular motor. So I'm going into uncharted territory on this particular engine. So I'm going to note and mark and everything. So I have a reference of where it's going to go, because I have to restore each piece on this thing. I have to clean each piece. I have to go through it and check it for spec. So when I'm doing that, I need to use as much as I can. So I want to put that out there. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try shocking this off and see if I can lift it, if I can move it, if I can get it to free up. Because, I mean, who knows how long it's been on there for, you know? Well, it just came loose. That was easy. But not on the Kickstarter side. So... what I'm using is a small flathead screwdriver to go all the way around it. See if I can walk it up. You don't want to go too hard on it because you don't want to pry on the wrong spot. So I'll put this into this side over here. Give it a couple of light, gentle taps. And then I'll go back to where I tapped it before. Walking it up. And then keep repeating that. Alright, so after looking at it, I had to take out the banjo bolt for the oil injector because it goes straight through. See, these are the type of things that I didn't even know about. After that, we can take the case off the side here. Ho, ho, ho. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Man. Wow. Total rust. This is like Rust-armageddon. Anyway. Am I intimidated? No. Nope, 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 nope. Not intimidated at all. For this clutch, turns out same discs that the KE100 takes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we're going to see if we can get this piece off. So basically what we're going to be doing to this bike motor is we're going to be splitting the case. So when the other engine comes in, we're going to be using all the parts and pieces, and we're going to use the best of each one, which is a pretty cool thing that we like to do. And those are 8mm, and I don't have any 8s here. I'll be right back. Hey guys, in case you're wondering, these bolts are all 9mm, which is just kind of a weird thing to have. So let's see if we can just zap them out. Oh. They're just breaking. That one came out. Got one broken one. two broken ones. In case you're wondering, I am not worried about that at all. Wow. Guys, look at this clutch, huh? You guys see that? So I got two broken bolts. Not a big deal. Wow. That thing is seized up tight. Going to use my Milwaukee M12. Take that right clear off there like nothing's ever happened. I can't even get this thing off. Don't screw up that. That is seized right onto the shaft. We've got to let that soak with penetrating oil. And then it should come off. Wow. Guys, look at the rust. This is going to be a fight to the death. Anyway, let's see what the other side of that cover looks like, shall we? Shrink it down. Here's your oil pump drive. That actually turns. Holy cow. Actually looks pretty good too. Your clutch adjuster in the middle, your oil drain. That's your Kickstarter hole right there. Here's where your intake goes. Not going to be too bad to clean this one up. Look at the mud. Look at the mud in that. Unbelievable. This thing just sat in the desert. It's awesome. It's going to be a fun one to build, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying a couple things. I got a screwdriver jammed in here, and I'm going to walk it around if I can. This is probably the worst clutch I've ever seen in my entire life, and I love it. So you think your clutch is bad, huh? This thing is amazing. One solid clutch patty right there. Boom. Is that crazy? Look at that, huh? That's it. You didn't even come apart. Just one solid clutch patty. Whew, wow. Don't forget your thrust washer. And then that's what the clutch basket right there looks like. Nice. Got the clutch basket out. And we'll clean that up like new. Don't forget your thrust washer. Man, this thing is bad. Can't believe it. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here. This is the first stage on taking apart the, what do you call it there? The sst80 Yamaha. And we have got a lot of cleaning to do and a lot of stuff to repair as we go. So the next step is I'll bring this to work. I'll put it in the parts washer and wash all the sand and soot and all that out of the engine, and we'll go from there. So as far as the clutch basket with the 2 broken bolts, that's easy fix. The whatchamacallit there, the rust, I'm not worried about that. I've got a thing for that. And the next time we come back, we're going to take apart the rotary valve, the rest of the bearing keepers, all that stuff, and get this engine case. We have to flip it over and get the other side done, and get the other case out, the other side of that, whatchamacallit there, other side of the case separated, so we can get this thing torn apart. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll talk to you later.